From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning and happy Friday. Right now you're taking a live look at Richland. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. We're not seeing any fog at the surface this morning, at least in the Tri-Cities, but that cannot be said for the entirety of the lower Columbia Basin, as we are seeing some reductions in visibility for Hermiston, also in the Blue Foothills. We're always tracking fog around this time of the morning and around this time of the year up towards Snoqualmie Pass. Looks like a little bit of that is spilling into the Kittitas Valley as well. Right now, temperatures are brisk out there, as we're seeing temperatures that are in the mid-30s for the Blue Foothills, also mid-30s in the lower Columbia Basin, and hovering right around freezing, if not below freezing, for the valley. So if you did have to break out the ice scraper for this morning, for now, that would probably be in either the Kittitas or Yakima valleys. Here's the bottom line for the forecast. Small rain chances for today. Wet weather looking much more likely for Saturday, again for Sunday and Monday. Then we have another storm system for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Could bring some mountain snow, could impact pass travel. I'll tell you how much rain and snow we're anticipating from all of these storm systems. And that's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a facility in Sunnyside that produces fruit juice pleads guilty to selling tainted juice. We have what the charges are coming up. A claim seeking $50 million in damages against many local agencies in connection to Amber Rodriguez, the paraeducator who was killed at a West Richland elementary school. We have the exclusive story. Plus, a government shutdown seems more likely after the House fails to pass the latest spending proposal, one that was backed by Donald Trump. That story is just ahead in this hour. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Friday, December 20th. We're going to get right into your top stories, and we're starting off in crime news. A now closed fruit juice manufacturer from Sunnyside pleads guilty this week to misdemeanor charges, this for selling tainted fruit juice. Our very own Riley Fitzgerald has more on this case.
Mary Ann Bleisner, an 83-year-old woman from Sunnyside, has pleaded guilty to charges related to tainted fruit juice. The former president and primary owner of the now-closed juice company Valley Processing, Inc., or VPI, violated federal food safety laws, failed to register the food facility under the FDA, and failed to prevent the sale of adulterated juice. Bleisner and the company agreed to pay a criminal forfeiture of over $742,000. This tainted apple and grape juice went across the U.S. and abroad between October 2012 and June of 2019. It was also given to children in the National School Lunch Program.
Valley Processing then labeled that product as safe and sold it to be consumed by millions of school children. Parents deserve to expect that juice given to their children at school is safe.
The company admitted that it misrepresented the age and quality of its products. Its blended grape juice concentrate was stored outside for years, exposed to the elements, and then blended with newer grape juice concentrate. FDA investigators found grape juice concentrate contaminated with bird and rodent feces, fur, insects, decaying remains of animals, mold, yeast, and other contaminants. They also photographed this rat walking over a hardened crust on one vat of grape juice concentrate. In November of 2020, the United States filed a civil complaint in federal court for Bleisner and the company to not produce, store, or sell juice. The next January, Bleisner and VPI agreed to a consent injunction. They cannot process, manufacture, prepare, pack, hold, or distribute any type of food without first notifying and receiving approval from the FDA. VPI has closed, and Bleisner and the company no longer manufacture or sell juice products. In September 2022, a federal grand jury indicted Bleisner and VPI with 12 counts of fraud and food safety crimes. In Sunnyside, Riley Fitzgerald, Apple Valley News Now.
And the FDA's Office of Criminal Investigations were the ones looking into this case. Bleisner and VPI are facing a sentencing hearing on March 26th. There, a federal district court judge will determine a sentence. Now to Yakima, a judge has ordered 3 large dairies to provide solutions for nearby communities after finding it contaminated the water with nitrate. This is just north of Granger in the lower Yakima Valley. The dairies are ordered to test the water wells, give out bottled water, or have a water treatment system in place. And it's all part of a lawsuit filed by the Department of Justice in June of this year, alleging the dairies contributed nitrate to the area's groundwater. Nitrate is an acute contaminant, which means a single exposure can have serious health risks. The court ordered the dairies to test drinking water wells in an area up to 3.5 miles down gradient of the dairies, also to provide and maintain reverse osmosis water treatment systems or bottled water to homes where the testing finds nitrate levels above 10 milligrams per liter. After a successful 2024 season, the Northwest Super Late Models Series is preparing for its 12th season for next year. The schedule includes 8 races at 6 different areas throughout the area, and the series will kick off at Tri-City Raceway with the 56th annual Apple Cup 125, which will be on April 6th. It'll be the 4th consecutive season opening appearance at the Triangular Half Mile. $10,000 was paid out to the winner for 2024. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we have the details on a claim seeking $50 million in damages against many local agencies. This in connection to the paraeducator who was killed at a West Richland Elementary School earlier this year. Those details are ahead, but first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast.
Sundown M Ranch promotes patient-centered integrated care that focuses on the mind, body, and spirit. At Sundown M Ranch, the patient is the reason we are here. We take pride in our reputation of assisting individuals and family members through a difficult process with compassion, respect, and confidentiality.
Sundown M Ranch saved my life.
Last month, I celebrated 31 years of sobriety.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. Watch for it in your mailbox or pick up a copy in store. Save $25 on all regular price Justin boots. All regular price Montana Silversmiths jewelry is 20% off. Save $15 on Dickies hooded flannel shirt jackets. Sports Afield gun safes are 15% off. And all 511 tactical pants are $10 off. Get the gifts they want for less at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest. Homegrown, honest values.
Save for your Christmas holiday at Buy Mart, including bonus zone savings on Elements 55-inch smart TV for just $249.99. Store-wide Christmas savings are happening now with Buy Mart's latest savings book.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
In a world where every customer wins, only one event will completely change the vehicle shopping experience for Eastern Washington. This is an all-out battle as all McCurley locations compete to provide you with the best deals of the year. Hurry in today and save big before the countdown ends.
Get special savings on a new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 during the final year-end countdown from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Apple Valley News Now and Schweitzer present the Stay and Ski Giveaway, where you could win 2 nights and 4 lift tickets to Schweitzer. Enter on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. The Stay and Ski Giveaway from Schweitzer and Apple Valley News Now. The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a tour of temperatures for this morning. We're right around 30 degrees in Kittitas County, a little bit below that for Ellensburg, 27. But this is probably where you would have to break out the ice scraper for this morning, turn on the defrost a little bit earlier. And then in the Yakima Valley, we're also right around freezing up and down the valley. So kind of the same thing that I said about Kittitas County. And then in the lower Columbia Basin, a bit of a wider spread of temperatures ranging anywhere from 32 in Benton City to 37 degrees in Boardman, 36 for the Tri-Cities. So the chances of there being frost on the exterior of your vehicle a little bit lower as opposed to the valleys. And then in the Blue Foothills, right around freezing for Pendleton. The rest of us well above freezing, 35 for Milton Freewater, 37 for Walla Walla, even some 40s for places like Pilot Rock and Heppner. Here's your day planner for today for lower elevations. By 7 this morning, could have a few light showers in the Kittitas or Yakima valleys. Those could last throughout the day. Pretty low in chances of rainfall, though. And then for the rest of the region, should be a gray day. It's going to be a cold day as high temperatures are going to end up in the 40s. Will be about 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. So yeah, today's going to be gray. It's going to be cold. We'll have winds gusting out of the south upwards of 20 miles per hour for the Blue Mountains. And then for tonight, a bit of a break from the rainfall. Could see some more fog returning to the Blue Foothills and into the lower Columbia Basin, and for the lower Yakima Valley. Overnight lows falling down into the 30s, but winds start to pick up again for the Blues, for the Cascades, gusting still out of the south upwards of 20 miles per hour. Just a little precursor to the storm system we'll have to deal with for tomorrow. So I'll show you rain chances and additional storm systems after that. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now to an exclusive story that you'll only see here. Our team has obtained documentation outlining a claim seeking $50 million in damages against the Richland School District, also the Yakima Police Department, former Yakima Police Chief Matt Murray, the West Richland Police Department, and several staff members in the Yakima School District. This regarding the gunning down of paraeducator Amber Rodriguez back in April at William Wiley Elementary School. Now, we do want to warn you, some of these details in this story are disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised.
The case stems from who knew what when in the time. Former Yakima police officer Elias Huizar shot and killed his ex-wife, Amber Rodriguez, in front of her 9-year-old son. In newly obtained documents by Apple Valley News Now, attorneys for the estate of Rodriguez and her 2 sons claim that Huizar should have never been able to carry out the killing.
Could have been and should have been, without a doubt. And there are simple, and this is laid out in the notice of claim, very specifically simple protective measures that should have been taken. And they should have been taken years ago, and they absolutely should have been implemented the moment Mr. Huizar was arrested.
He shot Rodriguez 7 times, once in the arm, 3 times in the back, and 3 times in the head as she tried to run from him while on the elementary school's grounds where she worked. According to attorney Bill Pickett, who filed the tort claim, not only did the school fail to keep Rodriguez safe that day, Pickett says the Yakima Police Department put the weapon that he used in the killing in his hands.
When you are dealing with law enforcement officers, those folks have enormous privilege and enormous responsibility. And when you are dealing with school districts, those also are entities that have enormous privilege and enormous responsibility toward both the students, those folks who are employed there, and as well as the people who come into contact with both of those entities, whether they be police or school districts.
According to the tort documents, the Yakima Police Department hired Huizar as an officer on June 17, 2013. However, after a background check, it discovered that Huizar already had a criminal record that involved the use of weapons and at one time had faced charges of criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, and terrorizing. Pickett says YPD hired him anyway, and the city of Yakima failed to investigate Huizar's background. During his time with YPD, Huizar received letters of reprimand and was involved in internal investigations after he became a school resource officer in 2019 in the Yakima School District. The investigation was on claims he was having a sexual relationship with a 12-year-old girl, a girl whom he later impregnated and moved in with. Huizar went on leave from the department on December 3, 2020, and on February 15, 2022, he was allowed to resign from the force. However, the tort claim says YPD failed to collect his City of Yakima-issued weapons, ammunition, and tactical gear. On April 22, 2024, Huizar, despite being trespassed from Richland School District property, was allowed to enter school property and be there for nearly 20 minutes with no one alerting the authorities. where he waited for Rodriguez. Huizar used his YPD-issued gun and ammunition to kill her.
So I've represented countless people in catastrophic injury claims, claims where people have lost their life. And one of the most significant things you can do in this type of a case is you are shouldered and you are saddled with the responsibility to speak for people who cannot speak for themselves.
Now we have much more to tell you about on the claim, and we will have an in-depth story coming up tonight in our evening newscast. Now to see more details on this particular story, head to our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com. And up next on Good Morning Northwest, Luigi Mangione, the accused CEO killer, is waking up in New York in a jail cell after being flown in last night from Pennsylvania. We have the latest on the case just ahead.
The Season of New Traditions sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Save big on select new Kia vehicles. 2024 Kia Telluride EX with all-wheel drive starts at $44,699. Plus, get 5.49% interest for 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
At State Fair Park, the lights will glow. A dazzling, twinkling holiday show. The 5th Annual Light Festa Drive-Through Delight. Presented by Giza Credit Union, so merry and bright. From December 12th to the 22nd, a magical journey is to be expected. So get your tickets and join the fun. At State Fair Park for everyone. Not even a Grinch could say bah humbug to this. So visit statefairpark.org for your holiday bliss.
The Christmas season is happening at Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company. Get 10% off custom buildings this holiday season. From now till the end of the month, take a jolly 20% off all in-stock inventory. We're also bringing you free fast delivery that's Santa approved. So skip the naughty list and head to Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company. The best deals of the season are waiting just for you.
Low energy, overeating, and feeling hopeless. 3 symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. More about SAD and ways to help you cope are at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Seasonal Depression Awareness Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
It's Live's annual sweater party. Plus, the Radio City Rockettes perform. And who will win our annual audience sweater contest?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
That's what you said.
Do you know what's going on in your backyard?
McCann out in front. They score! That's back in hockey, baby. I'm back, y'all.
I'm David Muir.
I know you are.
Thank you so much for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and step you through the forecast. Today we'll have small chances of rain throughout the day in the Cascades, Kittitas Valley, and Yakima Valley. That chance will likely be confined to the morning in the Blue Foothills, and the rest of the area should be dry. For tonight, a mostly dry night, although we can't rule out a light shower in the Kittitas Valley during the early to mid-evening, and for the Cascades until around midnight. For tomorrow, rain chances will steadily increase throughout the day across the entire region, likely hitting the crescendo by the late afternoon. Snow levels will drop from 5,500 feet in the morning down to 4,500 feet by the afternoon. Then for Saturday night, likely turning much drier for the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin by the mid to late evening. But the rain will have the tendency to stick around a bit longer in the Cascades, Blues, and Blue Foothills. With snow levels dropping down to around 3,000 feet overnight, we can't rule out a quick burst of freezing rain around midnight for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill. Light snow showers are possible for Snoqualmie Pass after midnight. So that would be storm system number 1. Here's storm system number 2 for Sunday and Monday. Not expecting that much snow with this one either. Snow levels are going to be between 3,000 and 5,000 feet, probably less than an inch for Snoqualmie Pass. Not expecting anything for Cabbage Hill or Meacham, probably a little bit more for Tollgate and for White Pass. And then in terms of the water that we're expecting for Sunday and Monday, between a half an inch of water to an inch and a half for the mountains, definitely a lot less for our lower elevations. All right, here's storm system number 3 for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Snow levels a little bit lower with this one, between 2,500 to 5,000 feet. So we are expecting a little bit more snow from this round. 3 to 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass, less than an inch for Cabbage Hill, but more for Tollgate, more for White Pass. So some of that travel could be impacted as we head into the holiday. And the rainfall distribution looking similar with this one, albeit this is going to be a wetter storm system. And then we have another storm system into Thursday and Friday. So the storm train just kind of keeps on rolling at this point. High temperatures also going up. They'll be about 10 degrees above average by the time we get to the end of next week, which means we could touch 50 again in the Tri-Cities. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Lower rain chances for Sunday, mostly dry Monday, then rain picks back up on Christmas Eve. For Yakima, rain still likely Sunday, dry Monday, and then wet weather likely returns for the 24th. In Ellensburg, the same cycle as Yakima. Rain still likely Sunday, a break for Monday, then more rain likely Christmas Eve. In Hermiston, mostly just drying out for Sunday, pretty dry for Monday too. Then rain picks up again for the 24th. Then for Walla Walla, leftover showers for Sunday and Monday, then maybe a bit of a dicey commute for Santa Claus, with rain becoming likely again on Christmas Eve.
Thank you, Josh. We turn now to the case against Luigi Mangione, the accused CEO killer who's facing both the federal and state prosecution. ABC's Andrea Fujii has the latest.
Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, is waking up in a New York City prison. After waiving extradition from Pennsylvania, Mangione was escorted by motorcade to an NYPD plane, which flew him to Long Island, where he boarded a helicopter for Manhattan. The 26-year-old was met by the mayor and police commissioner, then escorted by dozens of FBI agents and NYPD officers.
You see all the security around him? I mean, I don't know if President-elect Trump has that amount of security around him. I'm not being facetious. So he's got to be in a state of shock. And he's meeting all these people now for the first time. There's strangers all around, and he's in a very strange environment.
Once in court, Mangione kept his head down as the federal charges, which could carry the death penalty, were read.
We're going to respectfully decline to make any comment at this time, but Mr. Mangione appreciates everyone's support.
Prosecutors quoted entries in a notebook allegedly recovered from Mangione. One from August reads, "The details are finally coming together. The target is insurance because it checks every box." In October, 1.5 months. This investor conference is a true windfall. The complaint says the notebook describes an intent to whack the CEO of one of the insurance companies at its investor conference. Prosecutors say hundreds of hours of video suggest the shooter undertook extensive efforts to identify the victim, place the victim under surveillance, and track the victim's whereabouts. Despite the heinous crime alleged, Mangione finding supporters outside court, critical of the health insurance industry.
She has a chronic condition that's never going to go away.
And because of how long it took, my back is permanently damaged. I have to get yearly surgeries to burn the nerves in my back.
Universal health care now, or free Luigi.
Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Mangione is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center, which is where Sean Diddy Combs is also being held. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're getting a first look at the new trailer for the new DC Comics Superman movie. That trailer is right after the break.
Snow is in the air, and it's beginning to look a lot like savings during the holiday sale at Furniture Row. Stop in today because everything is on sale with savings up to 50%. Check out huge discounts on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Or make decorating your entire home easier with 48 months, no interest financing. So pack up the sleigh, pick up grandmother on the way, and shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. Happy holidays from Furniture Row.
Unwrap smoother skin this season with Curve Appeal. Imagine
Flawless, touchable skin with pain-free laser hair removal using our new Splendor X machine. Right now, sessions starting as low as $60. Only 6 sessions needed. Don't wait. It's the perfect treat for yourself or someone special. And for the holidays, give the gift of confidence and beauty with our Curve Appeal gift certificates. Book now and let us bring out your holiday glow with Splendor X. CurveAppealTC.com.
Everybody cheers for Tony's Big Cheese Pizza, your hometown pizzeria. Always the freshest ingredients, including made from scratch dough. To order, call 575-7977 or pick up at 24th and Nob Hill or online at tonysbigcheesepizza.com.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford Crew. Final days.
Big inventory, big deals, and a final day's finish. Ford SUVs. The Built Wild Bronco family. Goat modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
She knows.
F-Series. Best-selling truck for 47 years.
Final days. Exciting.
Your choice. Lease a Bronco Sport or F-150 SDX for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, the first trailer for the new Superman movie has officially dropped.
In the trailer's opening scene, you can see Superman crashing into a frozen landscape in the opening scene, but then the bloodied and bruised Man of Steel, who's played by actor David Corenswet, gets rescued by a red-caped dog, Krypto the super dog.
I think this might be the first time in a movie that we see Krypto the super dog. So exciting. So the trailer features a solo electric guitar version of the original 1978 Superman theme. It also shows other superheroes as well as the classics like Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and Lex Luthor.
The film kicks off the new DC universe under co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran. It soars into theaters on July 11th.
Did you ever watch Smallville? No? Okay, that's how I know all my Superman lore and all. It didn't have everything in there from like comics and all that, but that's what I know. So
was that like on a streaming service? Was it on Cartoon Network?
It was on WB.
WB
yeah.
Kids?
Yep, not WB Kids. It was like, and then it became, what was it? The CW. So. Yes. Yeah, it would come every week back when shows would, come once a week and you have to wait and just sit there and watch it on time. I kind of miss those days.
The good old days.
The good old days when you had to run to the bathroom during a commercial break and not pause it.
Streaming ruined everything except really for Apple Valley News Now and Roku Plus.
Exactly. Yep. Boom. Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, BFT is feeling the holiday spirit of giving. They're giving back to the community with a resource that'll help people all around the region. We have what exactly that is in your next half hour.
Welcome to the Walla Walla Airport, where you'll experience enhanced convenience. Your gateway to adventure has expanded its security checkpoint and upgraded the departure area for your comfort. With free parking and daily Alaska Airlines flights to Seattle, your travel plans are easier than ever. Whether you're off to relax or to explore, start your journey smoothly with our improved facilities. Create unforgettable memories today. Book now at alaskaair.com. Your next adventure is just a flight away at Walla Walla Regional Airport, where parking is always free.
Hi, my name is Marcos. I've been riding Vanpool for 5 years. Let's go.
Why do I use BFD Vanpool?
Vanpool saves me on my commute.
I use Vanpool because it reduces wear and tear on my personal vehicles.
I'm a medical, and I've been riding Vanpool for 4 years.
I love doing my part to reduce traffic.
Vanpool is my tax dollars at work.
This is why I use BFD Vanpool.
To find out how Vanpool can change your commute, give us a call or visit bft.org.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors latest mailer. Watch for it in your mailbox or pick up a copy in store. Save $25 on all regular price Justin boots. All regular price Montana Silversmiths jewelry is 20% off. Save $15 on Dickies hooded flannel shirt jackets. Sports Afield gun safes are 15% off. And all 511 tactical pants are $10 off. Get the gifts they want for less at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest. Homegrown, honest values.
In a world where every customer wins, only one event will completely change the vehicle shopping experience for Eastern Washington. This is an all-out battle as all McCurley locations compete to provide you with the vehicle you've been waiting for. Hurry in today and save big before the countdown ends.
Get special savings today on a new Mazda during the Season to Move You event.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, no trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Come tour the brand new Prosser Memorial Health Hospital. We're hosting open houses on Saturday, January 11th and 18th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Explore state-of-the-art operating rooms, private patient rooms, and our welcoming cafeteria. Don't forget to visit the Foundation gift shop. Tours will be available in English and Spanish. Join us at the new Prosser Memorial Health Hospital. See the future of healthcare right here in your community. For more information, visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we grow.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, so the last 2 days you had gotten the 3-degree guarantee a little off.
Yes.
Almost made it yesterday.
Yes.
But today, how is that forecast looking for your high?
Well, yesterday's forecast did hit. So that, if it didn't hit, that would have been like a reverse turkey where I got 3 in a row wrong. I think on Family Feud, that's when it like goes to the other family. But instead, we can go ahead and show you how it went down yesterday. I went with a forecast high of 45, and it verified at 46. That is certainly within the 3-degree threshold, so the jackpot went up to $25. Now, my forecast high for today for Pasco, 43 degrees, so the actual high has to verify within 40 to 46 degrees, and then the jackpot will go up to $50. Now, eventually, I'm going to get one of these forecasts wrong. Again, it's just inevitable. So to find out how you can win the jackpot yourself, go to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on the contest page, and you can find out how to sign up. Also, you can scan the QR code that is on your screen. And now it's off your screen as we're going to talk about something that's popping up on the radar. We're just seeing some very light showers in the Cascades and Yakima County for right now, and that's just a little precursor to some very small rain chances we're going to have throughout the day in the valleys and also up in the mountains, in particular for the Cascades. Something else that we're tracking for this morning, fog, as we're seeing it in Pendleton. Looks like it's starting to impact portions of Hermiston and the lower Columbia Basin, definitely impacting Snoqualmie Pass, maybe some of that spilling down into the Kittitas Valley. So that's certainly something that we're going to continue to track throughout the rest of this morning. Right now, temperatures mostly in the 30s, actually 20s and 30s in the valley. So this is, in all likelihood, if you did have to break out your ice scraper for this morning or turn on the defrost a little bit sooner, it would be in the valleys, but just a little bit too warm for that for most of the lower Columbia Basin and for most of the Bluefoot Hills as well. Here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. We're going to go with the heavy jacket all throughout the day as it's going to be cold. It's going to be gray. High temperature still about 5 degrees above average for this time of the year, but it is certainly not going to be warm out there. I'll take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In a developing story in Franklin County, at the county commissioners meeting that was held yesterday, one of them brought in guests that were making a case against the COVID-19 vaccine. The commissioner who brought in the speakers is Clint Didier. He also spoke for an hour, and he tells us that he tried to get this information to the Board of Health, but it did not accept it. And this is some of what he said at the meeting.
And it is a lot of people that I know that have taken it, especially in the military, have had harmful effects from it, being tumors, cancer, strokes, heart attacks, blood clots. And so we're just trying to let people hear both sides of this argument.
A number of presentations like this one have been given to other government bodies all across the nation, including a recent one in Idaho. Ben Franklin Transit is giving back to the community by helping a local nonprofit get new resources that'll help people all around the region. Now, the Benton Franklin Workforce Development Council is offering a 12-passenger 2008 Chevy Express van to use for service, and this comes from a BFT donation. The council's executive director, Cynthia Garcia, says after hearing from the people they help that transportation was a barrier, she invited the BFT CEO to one of their events to try and work out a solution for the two. Garcia says it turned out a lot different than she imagined.
I would admit, I couldn't believe it at the beginning. My connection to my interaction with the CEO of Ben Franklin Transit is to continue making that connection, make the stronger partnership. I was asking for bus passes when I got there, and to come out of his office with the vehicle, just couldn't believe it.
Garcia says resume building, support services, and work experiences are a few of the many resources that BFWDC helps people connect with. Garcia also says their resources are free and open to anyone seeking employment or employees. And for the full story, you can find this on our website. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, people from all over the region are traveling to Pendleton to celebrate a hero, one who just turned 101. We'll meet that local hero in just a few minutes.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
The buying season never ends at Broadmoor RV Superstore. Make this holiday one to remember with a new motorhome, travel trailer, or fifth wheel. Broadmoor RV continues to close out the 2024s to make room for the 25s. Your destination store in Pasco has the top brands in the industry, including Jayco, Montana Fifth Wheels, Coachman, Northwood, and Outdoors RV. Visit our huge campus and let us help you make memories for a lifetime this holiday season. Broadmoor RV Superstore, family owned and operated in Pasco.
Winter is here, and your snow clearing game needs to be strong. Don't let Old Man Winter slow you down. Get your snowblower ready for the season with our snowblower tune-up. But hurry, this deal melts away on December 20th. And don't forget your lawnmower. Our Ride-On Deluxe service is just $299.99. Includes parts, pickup, and delivery. Get your mower ready for a smooth start in 2025. Come see us in West Richland or visit us online at libertylawnandsaw.com.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
It's round 2. Kraken, Golden Knights, live from Sin City. Can the Seattle boys pull off another upset? Kraken, Golden Knights, pregame at 6:30, Saturday on MeTV.
It's Live's annual sweater party. Plus, the Radio City Rockettes perform. And who will win our annual audience sweater contest?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here's your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer, and it's pretty apropos that we're going to start this at Schweitzer. New snow over the last 24 hours, just 3 inches. The base depth only at 44 inches. We'll take it down to ski Bluewood now, where the new snow 2 inches over the last 24 hours. The base depth only up to 25 inches, but a much bigger base depth at White Pass, 40 inches here. No new snow over the past 24 hours, but these totals are destined to go up over this weekend and into next week. Here's your forecast for today for Kittitas County. We're going to have temperatures in the 40s. There's going to be a chance for showers all throughout the day, but a very low in chance, slightly better chance up in the Cascades as opposed to the Kittitas Valley. Light winds there. Light winds also in the Yakima Valley, where we'll also have about a 10% chance of rain all throughout the day. So a mostly dry day all in all. These high temperatures also in the low to mid 40s. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, also mid 40s. I'm thinking it's probably going to be completely dry here. A gray day, a cool day, light winds, but the winds will be gusting out of the south upwards of 20 miles per hour for the Blue Mountains. Likely light winds overall for the Blue Foothills. And if we did have rain in the Blue Foothills, it would likely be for this morning. That's also going to be about a 10% chance. You see these highs in the mid 40s, but maybe even some low 50s down towards Pilot Rock and Heppner. Rain chances go way up into this weekend. Then we have ensuing storm systems into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and beyond. So I'll tell you all about those coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, people from all over the region are traveling to Pendleton to celebrate a World War II hero, one who just turned 101 years old. This vet tells us when it comes to age, it really is just a number. Dan Hansen has a story.
Today is a special day, not only for the Pendleton community, but for a longtime Pendleton resident and World War II hero.
I don't know, family genes, I suppose, is the main secret.
According to the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, more than 66,000 of the more than 16 million Americans who served in World War II are still alive as of this year. That's less than 1%. During World War II, Robert Stanger from Pendleton served in World War II as a B-25 pilot. Stanger said he was drafted in the infantry, but always wanted to fly.
In 1941-42, high school kids, the Air Corps was the epitome of glory.
Stanger said he wanted to be a fighter pilot and ended up flying 70 missions in a B-25 bomber. After the war, at age 21, he received the Distinguished Flying Cross for what he says is just doing his job.
Bragging rights. But nobody talked about it, really. It was just run-of-the-mill, everyday occasion as far as we were concerned.
As far as to why he got it?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't any idea. When we were overseas, we flew a mission, and usually it was a good 2 or 3 months afterwards you were awarded the ceremony of the mission and got your medal.
Stanger received 7 air medals. At the Pendleton Museum, Stanger visited with many community members who wanted to wish him a happy birthday and say hello. Stanger's daughter Gretchen says the community coming to visit with her dad means the world to her and says you might learn something too.
You know, it's great to see people. People have come in from out of town to see him. We have multiple events all day long where people are going to come in and see. So it's just fun, and all the stories that come out and the memories. So it is a really fun time for the whole family.
Stanger tells these stories to be able to share that part of history and also honor those who fought and served in World War II.
We were wanting to save the memory of the war, because even in 1950, people were forgetting about the war and what it meant.
If you want to meet Robert, he volunteers at the Pendleton Air Museum on Thursdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Reporting in Pendleton, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Dan. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a government shutdown seems more likely, this after the House fails to pass a funding bill, one that was backed by President-elect Donald Trump. That story and more is coming up in your morning sprint. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your full weather forecast.
Christmas is fast approaching, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your family gathering needs. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral hams dripping with our delicious glaze. And don't worry, we also have whole turkeys and whole turkey breasts. Don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes a perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard, or call us at 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Welcome to Fable Craft Bar, your next favorite place to experience. Be inspired by our stylish and locally crafted culinary delights. Join us Tuesdays for all-you-can-eat fish and chips, weekend brunch and football, Bookwalter wines, local beer, and signature cocktails. Savor the flavors of our delicious food to captivate your senses. Fable Craft Bar, stop for a bite, or bring delicious home with Uber Eats or DoorDash. 1705 Columbia Park Trail.
Sometimes, life is a funny way of turning sideways. Like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day. Here we go. Or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions.
We
got you. Are we happy?
We are happy. Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
In a world where every customer wins, only one event will completely change the vehicle shopping experience for Eastern Washington. This is an all-out battle as all McCurley locations compete to provide you with the vehicle you've been waiting for. Hurry in today and save big before the countdown ends.
Save on a new Subaru Crosstrek today during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event from McCurley Subaru of Yakima.
In a world where every customer wins, only one event will completely change the vehicle shopping experience for Eastern Washington. This is an all-out battle as all McCurley locations compete to provide you with the best deals of the year. Hurry in today and save big before the countdown ends.
Get special 0% financing on a new Chevrolet during the final year and countdown from McCurley Chevrolet.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. We invite you to celebrate the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Be inspired by the variety of beautiful custom arrangements to complement your seasonal style. At Shelby's, we can bring your home to life with the joys of Christmas. Come visit our new location on Clearwater in Kennewick.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and step you through today's forecast. So for today, it's mostly going to be dry for the basin and for the Blues. We'll have small chances of rain throughout the day in the Cascades, Kittitas Valley, and Yakima Valley, and in the Blue Foothills, maybe some shower chances that will likely be confined to this morning. And then for tonight, mostly dry for tonight, although we can't rule out a light shower in the Kittitas Valley during the early to mid-evening and for the Cascades until around midnight. For Saturday, rain chances will steadily increase throughout the day across the entire region, likely reaching the crescendo by the late afternoon. Snow levels will drop from 5,500 down to 4,500 feet from the morning to the afternoon. And then for Saturday night, likely turning much drier for the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin by the mid to late evening. Rain will have the tendency to stick around a bit longer in the Cascades, Blues, and Blue foothills. And with snow levels dropping down to around 3,000 feet overnight, we can't rule out a quick burst of freezing rain around midnight for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill. Light snow showers are possible for Snoqualmie Pass after midnight. So that would be storm system number 1. Here's storm system number 2 in a Sunday and Monday. Not anticipating too much snow with this one. Snow levels between 3,000 and 5,000 feet, probably less than an inch of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, a little bit more for Tollgate and White Pass. And in terms of the water, we're thinking for this one between a ½ inch to an inch and a half for the mountains, definitely a lot less for lower elevations. All right, here's storm system number 3 in a Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Snow levels a little bit lower with this one, between 2,500 to 5,000 feet. So we could have a bit more snow, 3 to 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass, likely more for White Pass, less than an inch for Cabbage Hill and Meacham, but likely more for Tollgate. And overall, this will be a slightly wetter storm system as well. And then we're thinking another storm system for the day after Christmas and Friday. So this is kind of the pattern we want to be in around this time of the year. And it is going to be slightly warmer than what you would expect. We're going to touch 50 degrees, or in all likelihood, we'll touch 50 degrees in the Tri-Cities towards the end of next week. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Lower rain chances for Sunday, mostly dry Monday, then rain picks back up Christmas Eve. In Yakima, rain still likely Sunday, dry Monday, then wet weather likely returns for the 24th. In Ellensburg, the same cycle as Yakima, rain still likely Sunday, a break for Monday, then more rain likely Christmas Eve. In Hermiston, mostly just drying out for Sunday, pretty dry Monday too, then rain picks up again for the 24th. And then for Walla Walla, leftover showers for Sunday and Monday, then maybe a bit of a dicey commute for the big man, with rain becoming likely again on Christmas Eve. Now let's head out to the Big Apple to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, spinal cord injury breakthrough.
The future of spinal cord injury treatment is being written right now.
Based on the results of a pivotal trial published in Nature Medicine, the FDA announcing it has cleared a spinal cord stimulation technology from Swiss company Onward. The device, called ARC-EX, helps paralyzed people regain some mobility in their arms, hands, and fingers, and freedom. Seattle resident Jessie Owen was paralyzed 12 years ago when a tree fell and crushed the car she was riding in with her parents. ARC-EX now offering her life-changing possibilities.
This is one of the most meaningful steps I can think of for the spinal cord injury community, and it works. And it gives us hope.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you what this medical breakthrough means for others with spinal cord injuries. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
Molly leaving was one thing, but then I thought Mom's osteoporosis might keep us stuck on the couch. No way.
If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are at high risk for fracture, you can do more than just slow bone loss. You can build new bone in 12 months with Evenity. Evenity is proven to significantly reduce spine fracture risk.
She said the Evenity she's taking builds new bone. Builds new bone!
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a heart problem. Tell your doctor if you have had a heart attack or stroke. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it, as serious events have occurred with Evenity. Signs include rash, hives, swelling of the face or throat, which may cause difficulty in swallowing or breathing, muscle spasms or cramps, numbness, or tingling. Tell your doctor about severe jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity. Report hip, groin, or thigh pain. Unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred with Evenity.
Building bone? We dig it.
Want stronger bones? Ask your doctor about Evenity.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines. A government shutdown is looking more likely as the House fails to pass the latest funding proposal. Congress has until midnight to pass a spending deal, or millions of federal workers could go without pay this holiday season. The first bipartisan deal sank after Elon Musk slammed it for wasteful spending, and the new plan, which was backed by Donald Trump, went up for a vote last night and failed. It failed 174 to 235, with 38 Republicans voting against it and just 2 Democrats crossing the aisle to support it. And after weeks of decreases, the national average price for a gallon of gas has increased. The average has gone up 2 cents since last week to $3.04 per gallon. This comes as many people prepare to fuel up for holiday road trips. And according to AAA, 107 million people are estimated to travel by car this year. Starbucks workers are set to go on strike today. The union representing thousands of employees posted on X that the strikes will happen in Seattle. More cities will join through Christmas Eve. And the union says Starbucks has failed to meet its demand for immediate and future pay raises. More than 6,000 bags of Lay's classic potato chips are being recalled because they might contain undeclared ingredients of milk. The FDA says a 13-ounce bag of chips were sold in Oregon and Washington state. If you have the recalled chips, throw them away. And now to your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. 3 large dairies in Yakima have been ordered to provide solutions for nearby communities after it found they contributed to contaminating the water with nitrate. A lawsuit filed by the Department of Justice ordered the dairies to test the water wells, and the dairies are ordered to also provide and maintain reverse osmosis treatment and give bottled water to homes where nitrate levels are above 10 milligrams per liter. And reward money for information on the suspect in the ballot box fires in both Portland and Vancouver has increased. It's now $30,000. A nonprofit that increases arson awareness is adding $5,000 to the pool of money. The FBI had previously announced it was giving $25,000. Avelo Airlines says they will continue to offer flights to LA and Burbank from Pasco through Labor Day weekend. That's according to the Tri-Cities Airport, and you can book these flights from now until September 2nd of next year. 3 Hermiston High School seniors are crowned winners for creating an app. Yahir Garcia, Bryson Jeppesen, and Yale Gutierrez, along with their teacher, designed an app to help professionals model and furnish their rooms. This was for the Congressional App Challenge in Oregon's 2nd District. The 56th annual Apple Cup 125 will kick off at the Tri-City Raceway on April 6th. It'll be the 4th consecutive season with an opening appearance at the Triangular Half Mile. The series schedule includes 8 races at 6 different areas in the Northwest. All right, check this out. Your time in the sun is about to increase, but first you have to make it through the fewest hours of sunshine all year.
Saturday marks the winter solstice. That means it's the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere.
Many cultures celebrate the day. It's considered a time of renewal and rebirth because it also means days are about to start getting longer.
Eagle-eyed astronomers can also see the sun appear to stop in the sky when it reaches its farthest point to the south on Saturday.
It will then change direction to move north and set a little closer to that direction each night until the summer solstice. And Josh, speaking of the summer solstice and everything, you know, we're not really going to be seeing a lot of sun or anything like that. And I mean, hopefully, you know, it's going to progress. But how's it looking outside?
Hey, well, think of this as like the low point, right?
Yeah.
And the good thing about the low point is it's all up after this, right?
Okay.
In terms of the amount of sunshine and the warmth, not necessarily the warmth. We could definitely have some colder days in January, but I stand by what I said about the sunshine. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the radar for this morning. You can see some of those light showers in Yakima and Kittitas counties, and we'll have a small chance for rainfall throughout the day in the valleys, also up in the Cascades, but it should end up being a mostly dry day. We're seeing a lot of fog this morning in Pendleton, some of that spilling over into portions of the lower Columbia Basin, also plenty of fog up in the Cascades. So in those areas, take it slow on the roadways and use the low beams. Right now, temperatures in the 30s. If you did have to break out the ice scraper this morning, it would probably be in the valleys, but we're getting pretty close to freezing in Pendleton. So for today, temperatures in the 40s. It's going to be gray. It's going to be cold. We're tracking wet weather into this weekend. That continues in the next week.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.